Hey Alex, you ready to get your hands dirty today?
Well, that depends. Are we talking a little dirty, or I'm gonna need a hazmat suit dirty?
No, it's somewhere in between, I guess. But we're here at the aggregate quarry because we want to sample some fine aggregate before it goes to the asphalt plant.
I'm so excited. I brought my shovel and my sparkling personality.
Nice. All right, so today we're going to sample some of the fine aggregate. We're going to use the AASHTO R90, which is the standard process for sampling aggregate products, to sample our fine aggregate. And there's several different places that we can sample from. We can sample from conveyor belts, from discharge points, from transportation units, maybe from the roadway or from stockpiles.
Wow, so many choices. It's like a mini but way dustier.
Right? So today we're going to concentrate on two separate methods. One is the mini stockpile using a front end loader, and the other is sampling with a sampling tube. So let's start with the mini stockpile. The way this is going to work is our loader operator is going to pull a scoop of the material from the main stockpile, making sure that they're at least 1 foot above the bottom because we don't want any contamination. They're going to waste or discard that first scoop, and then we're going to come back and pull a second scoop from the same location. With the second scoop, we're going to dump that into a pile, making sure that we keep the bucket low and we just roll out that material onto the stockpile. Once we've created that little pile there, now we're going to back drag the top of it to make ourselves a flat spot.
So we make a mini mountain and then give it a buzz cut.
Yeah, buzz cut, but we're going to call it back drag today. So once we have that horizontal spot across the top of the stockpile, the technician can walk up on there and take a sample from 3 different locations. They're going to insert their shovel all the way down.
Full shovel, not just a sprinkle, right?
Exactly.
My dad always taught me to fill the back of the shovel and the front will take care of itself.
Ooh, I like that. So notice the technician takes those samples by inserting the shovel all the way down into the stockpile, gently rolling it back so we don't lose any material, and putting it into the bucket. Once we have all 3 samples, then we have a representative sample from the stockpile.
So we're reducing variability because we want all the good stuff.
Exactly. Now as we move on to the tube sampling method, our technician is going to select the location along the face of the stockpile where they're going to pull the sample. They're going to knock the material that's on the very surface away so we can reduce any segregation that may be at the outside level. They're going to create that vertical face for themselves, and they're going to take the tube and shove it into the stockpile. Once they've pushed that in as far as they can get it, they're going to remove the tube, pull it back out. Notice that we're going to put it over the top of the bucket, and they're going to tap the side so the material will freely flow out of the tube. Then they can insert the tube back into the same location to drive it deeper into that stockpile to get a better sample. All that goes back into the same bucket.
So do we use 3 different locations like the previous method?
Oh, no. We use 5 locations around the stockpile for this particular method. So with both the mini stockpile and with the tube sampling, we need to make sure we get enough material. So again, we're going to go back to the AASHTO R90, table 1, to find out how much material we need. Can you look that up?
Yes. So here at this table, it says we need 25 pounds. 25 pounds? That's barely my gym warm-up.
Well, then maybe you can carry the bucket and my lunch.
Okay.
All right, so let's have you recap what we learned today. Let's have you cover both methods. Let's start with the loader method.
So for the loader method, first we scoop and discard, then we take a second scoop, make a mini stockpile, give it a buzz cut.
We're going to call it back drag today.
Yes, back drag. Then we sample 3 random spots and then combine them to make 1 representative sample.
Sounds good. What about the tube method?
So for the tube method, we use a tube, stick it into the pile, and take out the sample and put it in the bucket. Then we sample from 5 different locations.
Exactly. That sounds like you've about got it. You ready to sample some more fine aggregate?
You bet. And I'm going to drive the loader.
Whoa, cowboy. Let's stick with the shovel for now. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you found something interesting. Don't forget, click that subscribe button down there, probably the like button too, and come back to see more training in your pocket.